Don't need one. You already know we have a little party in my crib, and all the weed is low. That's how it is when you fucking with some OG niggas blowing OG smoke. High school don't nigga. Even gotta ask, you already know we about to go. Young nigga, that's more famous than these older niggas. Young nigga got my game up from these older niggas. Motherfuckers hear my name, I say I told you, nigga. I was taught to count my paper before I folded, nigga. Now look at my chains, all them things frozen, nigga. Rolling up my Mary J before I smoke it with ya. Hit this J, I bet this be a day you don't remember. Looking at the top and I don't see no one contender. Cooking out the pot, I like my weed for lunch and dinner. Got some cookies in the jar, OG in the blender. You pay for quantity, but quality is what you spend for. If there's a marijuanaology, I'll be your mentor. And all about this chronic leaf is what you in for. So give your parents my apology from me again, or get high like we cheat and chum. We gon' eat some brownies, we gon' smoke, we gon' need some bombs. Roll up so we can all have a little party in my crib, and all the weed is low. That's how it is when you fucking with some OG niggas blowing OG smoke. Don't even gotta ask, you already know we about to go. Have a little party in my crib, and all the weed is low. That's how it is when you fucking with some OG niggas blowing OG smoke. Don't even gotta ask, you already know we about to go.
Cali is what we blow. OG nigga from way down low. Known for banging the pussy rag. Started off smoking them blood zags, popping peas, the trees. 5 plus all of these. All y'all invited, ignited, lighted. Now follow me. Laid out, plush couch, flat screen, television, table full of vegetation. So you just might smell a nigga. That's what it is. That's what it's gonna be. Eastside Long Beach, where I'm from. Bring your girls, all y'all come. Give me some, now give her some. It's Big Mac, I love to have fun. You are the one. If you get it to do it, then it'll be just like 2 on 1. Break it down, lay it down. Baby, work that body like at the pad, acting bad. Baby, put that body like moving so schizophrenic. Baby, pull down your panties, let the doggy dog ran it. I cram to understand it. That room, that's my bedroom. Nigga right up in it, close the door, slow over show. I'm about to slide up in and smoke some.
Have a little party in my crib, and all the weed is low. That's how it is when you fucking with some OG niggas blowing OG smoke. Don't even gotta ask, you already know we about to go. Have a little party in my crib, and all the weed is low. That's how it is when you fucking with some OG niggas blowing OG smoke. Don't even gotta ask, you already know we about to go.
Having money and blowing hella grinding. Smoke, I'm stunting. Colors on them chrome smokes with the engine running. Sounding like a dinosaur, empty stomach rumbling. Yo, bitch at the window, cause she know I'm coming. She tell you that she about to go jogging, and on the corner she jump in. Take her to the honeycomb. Big kush with rock home. Playing with the man 3 for me. Out Miami. Say she never leave me alone. She won't have a family. Bitches have tomorrow night. She'll get titties out dancing. Trying to leave with the next nigga. Asking, so why I get caught up? I'm too swift up on my toes to have my name brought up. And so in circles with them hoes. I'd rather be a straight G rolling up a whole OC of that OG. Have them KO. Yeah.
Have a little party in my crib, and all the weed is low. That's how.
Hey, I think Heidi just asked when this is starting.
It's in. Ask her to join in. I sent her an invite.
Yeah. All
right. We're hanging out. It's exactly what we're doing here. We're hanging out. Tune.
Yo.
I'm sending a few more invites out now. Jump on in.
Don't even gotta ask, you already know we about to go.
If you don't know, you won't know. You in the presence of the 2-time defending champ. Means that
I smoke weed for a living.
First event we're gonna do is go.
Yeah.
You there?
I'm here.
Oh, this one. Yep. We got a lightning storm starting out here.
Yeah? Nice.
I was gonna get up and find the broom, but then I got high. My room is still messed up, and I know why. Why, man? Yeah, hey, 'cause I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high. I was gonna go to class before I got high.
Did you just get a notice that we can't play the music?
But I got high.
Yeah, I just got a thing. It says your Hangout will end if you continue broadcasting content you are not authorized to use. It must have some sensors inside there, huh?
Yeah, that's funny. Probably. That's alright.
We're good.
Far better to talk about it than to listen to music. So let's get this shit started. So, alright, so we got Hempfest coming up this weekend.
Yes.
That's going to be an interesting event. I got Dutch Masters throwing the VIP party. I got Tim up on emceeing main stage between all the speakers.
Nice.
I got 5 booths that we're going to have. They're established. 2 of them GLF. One of them the Dutch Masters. And then we also got a couple other booths that I'm going to be bouncing between. Also have some people that we will be able to intro that people to's. So we can basically go through and say, here's the industry we're going to have for the next year. Here's people's art, what all the companies we already have established, and here's the companies that we can expand on. So
did you see Heidi around? Did you see anybody around?
All right, go to your Google Plus page, Hangouts page, where it actually has this
message.
Yeah, I think she actually texted it 4 minutes ago, right before you added Jake and Derek Cross to it. Honestly, I don't know how many. There's gonna be everyone's pretty busy this week. I got a shit ton of shit to do as well. But it should be cool. I mean, everybody's coming together this week here, and then by the time the deals are done, we'll be able to announce it. So the Cannabis Cup is going to be up in Everett at the Comcast Arena.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be the weekend before we go to Florida.
Do we find out anything from Jake?
No, I ain't even talked to him in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we'll see, but.
Well, let's see. I sent him an invite. Let's see if he comes around.
Well, here's the thing. I got Greenland Farms entering Carl Sagan CO2 wax.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that stuff.
So it's pretty good. I have a couple other ones that test better, but I don't want to release them yet.
Right.
We're gonna have enough Carl that we can actually sample people out and kind of be a premier strain. So with that,
what about doing a hash entry?
Well, I'm thinking if we could do it,
pull it off ourselves or with somebody else.
If we do solvent and win with CO2, and then do solventless with Nicotine, Dan, and Mark, and win that, and then do CBDs and win the CBD cup.
How can we find? Can we get somebody in Seattle to back that?
Well, I know we're doing it for ours. It's just one of those things that whoever, right now, every Seattle company is spending all of their money to get permits. Right. It's one of those things. If people want in, they're more than welcome to come invest in shit. I think I got 6 licenses that I'm advising right now because I can't, we don't pull licenses. Since I can't have that conflict of interest of being an owner in any one of them. So it's GLF. We're gonna have our license for that, our clone nursery, and then our 502 is gonna be our CO2 lab. We could easily, I think we're gonna try and include the edibles kitchen in our CO2 lab. Just basically have, here's our CO2 fractal distillation product stream from A all the way to and 30 products in between. We could essentially do the same thing with solventless, but that's a whole nother build out. So, but it's one of those things that that's the one, I guarantee everybody that's in Colorado wants to expand to Washington. That's if you want to be a national company or even act like you're in multi-states. Here's the state. Let me know what city you want to work in, because I got people in every goddamn city that I have to drive out and teach them how to grow, because they're all applying for licenses and they're underfunded and undereducated. So I'm hooking up the best growers in the state, kind of getting them fine-tuned into the specific grows, and then just slowly releasing the genetics to them as they get all the permits.
Okay.
So, and then if I'll work on the genetic stopgap for all the 502s. Once they get their genetics in the ground, they grow it, and who's gonna make their oils? We already have our lab process license.
Right.
So.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. Like, I know we're gonna have so much shit going on in the next 2 to 4 weeks.
Yeah, I think by the time we get to the first couple weeks of September, we'll be full steam ahead.
Exactly. Well, and that's, we should have our, I'm thinking, because that's what,
well, there's those votes in November, so I'd like to see us going to those states.
Well, and that's
for those votes, those elections.
Pretty much, and that's
Alaska.
We're going to be keeping a low key until we get our license, because it's one of those things that we don't want to be shipped. We can ship a shipping container full of equipment, but we can't ship a shipping container full of clones.
Right. But I think Alaska is the next good candidate.
I agree, bro. You got Alaska and Oregon. Oregon's going to pass next year. Cali's going to pass, and
it's going to pass. But then you'll have probably an 18-month or 12-month grace period like everyone else, and.
We're gonna have 40,000.
Their med system in Oregon's going to be running very nicely.
Yeah, we're gonna have 40,000 acres of hemp growing by the time they get recreational.
Right.
So.
Well, I've been following that too, and it's like.
Yeah, I mean, you're supposed to be issuing licenses next spring.
Yeah, it's just everything next year.
Yeah. And that's cool, because now we can essentially get everything set up for this year, and basically everyone in Colorado was set up by January.
Did you see Josh Stanley's moving his hemp extract thing to Kentucky?
Are you serious?
Yeah, and it's good though, because I right away told him he needs to go contact Craig Lee immediately.
Oh, that's actually really good.
Yeah, because I think HempFlex and all that stuff will do better there to start anyways.
Yeah, well, the land's better there. I mean,
they want it more.
Yeah, well, and that's they definitely want it more.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd rather have a brand new facility, and we can modularly design it out, and then actually have the cutting edge shit. If you're gonna ship it to Denver, which is the middle of the U.S. You want to ship the nicest stuff, or better yet, build the nicest stuff in the U.S. for the U.S. And then, Washington is great, because I could get a ship here in a month from pretty much anywhere in the Pacific Rim. That's great for importing, exporting materials, etc. But it's one of those things that, in order to join or whatever,
we have Derek Cross wants to come in, and Derek is a great guy. You really want to talk with Derek.
Definitely. Have you added him?
Yeah.
Cool.
Derek's our man in Texas, and how I got really motivated on Texas is when John Davis told me Texas will be the last frontier, and I said, okay, let's conquer the last frontier first.
Yeah, right. Well, I started in Texas.
Yeah.
It's got some great country.
I had a lot of friends down there that back in the 80s and stuff had a lot of problems with just possession.
Bro, you always have a blunt. You know, that's why everybody got into smoking blunts, because if you ever got caught with the rolling papers or pipes, it's instant one strike, you're going to jail, and they don't care because they're using it for an excuse to be racist. So it was one of those things, like they never had a problem if they pulled you over and you were slightly tipsy. But if you had any sort of rolling papers, any sort of paraphernalia for anything, you were gone. And it's unfortunate that they treat it like a paramilitary like that. But whatever, you know, it's one of those things. I don't think that we're gonna have recreational cannabis in the next 10 years in Texas. I guarantee we will have industrial hemp. And the way that we're going to get all of Texas to want to build out industrial hemp processing plants is by rebuilding Detroit with it. But
I'm just talking with Jake right now.
yeah. All right. So
Send Jake a message here. That would be cool if he came in. I know he's pretty busy. And I wish Tim Pate would get on Facebook.
he's not on this. You know what? I'm gonna try and add him. Hmm? Fucking. Here you go, Tim Pate Music. Uh, oh, you serious? Excellent. Alright, so I just tried to add him. So he might be able to join this, but I don't know.
As long as you got Google, you should be able to get in a webcam.
Yeah. Well, and I've been able to get it hooked up on my cell phone or my computer. You just have to kind of figure out how to do it, and you sign for the people that are watching. If you've been invited, you have to sign into your Google account, your whatever Google email or Google Plus, and then if you go to the top right-hand side of your Google page,
you just log in automatically if you have an account.
and then you can find the Hangouts that will give you the links to
Right. All my Hangouts that I start, they link right away to my YouTube account as well.
Yep.
So I go there, I have a dashboard there, it shows all of the things that I set up. And yeah, it's pretty good there. I'm going to send you Derek's email. Send him an invite, please.
Yeah, Facebook.
Yeah. Right now, Facebook coming at you.
I am.
Let's see here. Hold on. I got to find it. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, he's trying to. He didn't get the invite. Okay, so here's his coming at you. Okay.
If he has a Gmail account, it would work better. But I will.
Let me ask him. Or well.
It's alright. I'm gonna add that to his account. Do, 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 do. No results matching.
Seems like some of these people are having problems getting in.
Yeah, tell everybody to go to the Google Plus page, plus.google.com.
Yeah.
U1 Hangout. Copy. Try that. Try distributing that to somebody who has a Gmail account.
Okay.
Or, I mean, when people click on that, it should take them to their Google, where it'll say, please sign into your account, whatever. You know what? We should. Do we not? Uh,
Are we sending around the old link?
I don't have a clue.
No, we got the right link. On the cannabis and hemp group page is the new link. At least for the YouTube broadcast part.
Coconut sugar has a really nice glycemic index.
What?
Sorry, talking to somebody else in the room.
I just posted this Google link on Facebook that you sent me. I'm going to send this.
So that link should take people to their Google page, and if they open that up and then find the Hangout section, they can then open it up. Because the people who have been invited, I believe there's 14 speakers that have been invited.
Right.
And people who have the Google.
How many people actually have RSVP'd though? You see, I can see like 3 or 4.
Well, yeah, I think that. So when you RSVP those videos, etc., that one specifically will take it to.
Yeah, for me, it's obvious. Your link is perfect. It takes you right to the Google Hangouts page, and if you have a Google account, it will automatically show you the link. Yeah. Perfect. No, I mean, I think everyone can figure it out. I think there's just something weird with the technology that doesn't let them in sometimes. Because Derek says he can hear us talking. The YouTube broadcast is working, he said. For anyone who's listening, we're getting this shit together. Happy 420, everyone.
Happy 420. Is it 420 where you're at?
No, it's 6:24.
No. Do, 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 do.
Can you get in yet, Derek? He's sending me messages. The Google works on cell phones too, right?
Yeah, I have no problem doing it. Do you want me? Yeah. So what happens if you have the Google Hangouts application on your cell phone,
Right.
you can just click on it and then it'll take you. It'll say blah 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 is your phone number, and it'll show different phone calls. And the top one should have a ongoing phone call.
He's not even getting the email. Yeah, he says he's not even getting the email.
All right, hold on.
Okay, that could be a problem.
Probably. It works a lot easier if you have a Gmail account. I'll just say that to everybody who's listening to me. I don't know. Can you see me okay? Can people in the public see me okay? I can't really see who people can hear me and shit, but.
Well, let me take a look here. There's only one viewer, and I guess that would be Derek.
What up, Derek?
I'm sure if he can get the invite, he can come in. How about through that Google Messenger? He says he's got Google.
Share.
Is there a Google Messenger link here?
How many stoners does it take to link a message to a video? Check this one out.
What is that one?
It's your It should open up through. Oh, never mind. Never mind. That was lame.
Okay. I can open. Let me go to my Google homepage. See if I can invite him through there. You have a Google account too, right?
Yeah. Gmail. That's why it works so well.
Okay, I'm almost to my home page. And it's a new the on air link is different than the just normal Google Hangouts. Do you have that link?
The
Type in Google Hangouts on air. It's a whole different website.
Hangouts.
That's
Okay.
where I started at. And there, if you have a Google account, it should show you all that you're programming, everything, upcoming events. Okay, so from here, I have a message board, so I can add Derek, I believe. Oh, it asked me if I want to add Snoop Dogg. Think we should add Snoop Dogg?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? It says he's a friend of yours.
What can I say?
Yeah, I mean, weird shit going on here, brother. Okay, so next, let's see here. Okay. Yeah, if you go to that Google on air, Google Hangouts on air, you should have, as soon as you open it, if you're connected to Google, your own personal Google Hangouts page, basically. But it's an on air page. It's different. Now, to invite people. Okay, Derek added me to his circle. I will add Derek as a friend. He is now a friend. Okay, so I can go inside of here. I'm coming back in here. We're going to add Derek, which is send an invite, which he is a friend. There you are. It is new invite coming. Let's see what happens now. All right, new invite on its way to everyone. Did you just get a new invite too, Mike?
No, well, it's one of those things. It's a fairly simple setup. You like to set it up on Facebook, show you how to do it. What'd you get? Oh, awesome. Alright, how's it going? Any luck with anything?
Yeah, I'm going to send you a new link. I think it's the right one.
Okay.
Yeah, it says everything on it. As long as you got Google, you should be able to go right on. I just sent it to you. Or here it
Okay.
comes.
Bam.
Fire away. Here it comes. Looks right, doesn't it? It looks right, doesn't it?
So, you hear me?
Derek's there. He made it. Yeah, I can hear you.
Alright, so the link that you sent me, it invites you to the page.
Okay.
You
But you
still
still have to have an account to log in, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that's okay. They'll figure that part out. As long as you can get them to the page. And
Yep.
then the YouTube page is working. Derek, did you make it in? I can see his picture.
Cheers.
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 Hey.
Yo. Hey, we're
Made
here.
it. Great.
Excellent. How you guys doing tonight?
I'm good. Yourself?
Fucking, I'm technology deficient.
Yeah, all of us. We're trying to get this thing to work.
Hey, come on, I'm mourning Robin Williams. I'm sorry, I apologize.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyhow, here's to Robin and all you guys. Cheers.
Cheers to Robin.
Mm-hmm. Nanu Nanu.
Cheers.
Yeah,
Cheers.
poor guy must have been suffering, you know.
Oh yeah. Doesn't matter how much money you got, how much family, love, or friends. It's a terrible thing.
Yeah, did you hear how he did it?
And no.
He hung himself.
That's what I figured when they said asphyxiation. I figured, you know, it was either in the garage, which would suck,
Supposedly he wedged a belt in the door jamb.
Yeah, right away my wife thought it might have been one of them sexual things where you hang and choke yourself and then let
David
yourself.
Carradine
I'm
thing.
like, no, honey, I don't think Robin's doing that at this age.
No, he had a lot with, he had a lot with split personality stuff, obviously.
Yeah, there was 1,000 people living in him.
Yep.
But anyhow, how you guys doing tonight? How's business? Good?
We're doing fine.
Good.
Yeah, I wanted you to have a little chat with Mike West there. Mike is going to be at the Seattle Hemp Fest this weekend.
Excellent. That sounds good.
Yeah, I'm actually based up here. I moved up here a couple of years ago, so
Yeah.
I've been running a couple of companies up here doing some biotech consulting.
Well, that's good. Good for you, man.
We're kind of going through the licensing that Colorado went through last year. They just started licensing. We're at about 100 licensed facilities.
Yeah, you and I sat together over at Kevin's house.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, just about 3 months ago, I think it was.
Yeah, totally.
Cheers, man.
Yeah, cheers.
How did that event go? Pretty good?
Oh yeah, well it's the Hemp Fest is this weekend, so we've been kind of prepping it for some groups all year. So it's going to be one of the companies' public launch.
Good.
So it's nice. We're gonna have a whole bunch of booths, we're hosting one of the parties and then doing the medical team. So
Very nice. Congrats. Good work, man. Keep it up.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yep.
A lot of things are happening. I did hear most of your guys' conversation for about the past 15, 20 minutes maybe, or however long. I lost track of time there. I'm like, come on, man. And anyhow, I don't even see me on here. I must have to try. Oh, there's a video thing. There we go.
Yeah, you can
Let's see
turn
if that works. There we go. Hey, turn the lights on. Great.
How you doing?
Good.
Yeah. Then
So-
Rob.
You guys keep going at it. I'm going to keep trying to get us some more people in here.
Cool.
We got time. It's early yet. It's 6:41 here.
7:41.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good stuff that you're doing. Everybody's working hard. I got on the other day for just a short time. My sister was in from Illinois, so I didn't have a lot of time. So here we are, another week, and things have grown, tremendously out in the fields.
Yeah.
Like you guys were talking about, I heard Stanley moved over his operation over to Kentucky. He stepped away from the realm, but I believe that it's a business plan. I think they're just attacking it at a different angle, which is commendable,
Right.
and I'm glad they're doing it. But I wish they would be primarily more focused on full plant. It's great, and I know it's a wedge in the door, but it's going to be another, if it continues down that path, and I think everybody needs to stay focused. Even though they're cousins, it's like saying only the whites sit here and the blacks sit here, It's still segregation within a plant. So we need to bring that unity together and stick to it. So if you guys are writing new laws in your state with just CBD only, it's great to have that door wedged open, but these guys like here in Texas, you guys were talking about Texas, here in Denton County where I'm at, the sheriff doesn't want it. They don't want it, and they don't even want the CDs. So with hemp, and you look at it, the big picture, we still got to keep going. We're the momentum is there. We're winning, but for like ones in Colorado, Washington, all you guys, it's total freedom there for you guys, which is great. But you got to look at the other states, and you got to look at what the Stanleys are doing is totally commendable. However, you got to be able to push the issue where you need the whole plant. And
ultimately, what's nice is we can actually, each individual state and county will be able to pass rules. I mean, it's I do not expect Texas to pass any sort of medical or recreational rules anytime soon, just due to the legal structure there. But I could potentially there's lots and lots and lots of petroleum refineries, and if
Right.
we start producing biomass or plant lipids
Yep.
at a third of the cost of soybeans or corn, then it's one of those things that if the facilities are there, we got to custom tailor it. Now, do I want to be turning my hemp into $1 a gallon gas? Not so much compared to Boeing aircraft or potentially aerospace. But
Right.
as we develop that industry, we're gonna be able to have all different facets within it.
Well, I can tell you what the history has been on this plant since the early 1900s to the pause and now where we are and everything that we gained, all the information. I like to go around telling people because they're saying, "Oh, well, you're a snake oil salesman." I'm like, "Well, hey, the data is showing. The snake oil salesman didn't have the degree. He didn't have all the information. Now we have that just alone on the seed for the nutritional end,
Yeah.
and now they're going to be running scared soon. I mean, it's going to take a while, but they're going to need these forces to keep driving it home. No, it's bad for you. You can't smoke it. Well, we've answered that. Look at all the pioneers that have done vaporizing, all these other new techniques. You don't even need to smoke the shit. That's not the point. The point is health and wellness. Whether it's going in your tailpipe, like you're talking biofuels, whether it's the paper. So take stock in this product now because corn and soybeans aren't going to be able to hold a candle to it. So if you're getting into the game and as a farmer at a low end here in America, right now, I mean, we're showing whether I don't care if you're making fucking socks out of it or if you're making medicine out of it. That just drove the price of that plant per acre up, 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 and up. I've heard people saying that they can get $5,000 an acre, from industrial hemp. So the fucking market is going to just keep going up and up and up on this. I mean, not to exclude medicinal by any means, all due respect, but my point is I don't think America is ready for this fucking switch, and we're driving it home. It's guys like you, me, you, all of us that keep getting it out to our networks, and now they're seeing it, and it's great to be a part of it. And part of my dealings and doings with Colorado is A, I'm a smart businessman, but B, I want to be able to still live here in Texas and show my business model to the state of Texas and say, you're fucking making me travel to Colorado when I can have 3,000 acres out here in my fucking front yard. You're limiting my potential and everybody else in the game. So I want to be able to show them my numbers, show them my revenue, show them our products, and say, hey, we have a whole network here and a whole net worth of this in Colorado. You guys are, and that's part of my strategy to bring it to Texas. I don't know how many other guys here in Texas are doing that, but I'd like to be in connection with them and say, hey, here's what we're doing. We're moving not so much to Colorado, but our businesses are. It's no different than going over to overseas. I'm going across, it takes me 8 hours to get to fucking Colorado from where I live. Why do I have to drive 8 hours to my office? Well, actually, it's 12. But why do I need to do that? Why can't we do that and concentrate? I don't care if it's medicinal. What do I have to do to be, to bring this home here stronger to Texas, Robert? You tell me. What do I need to do?
Well, Mike is actually, he knows quite a bit. Why don't you talk to Mike for a second? I'm still trying to get us some people in here.
Good, thank you.
So the best, obviously it's going to take time for us to develop it, but we didn't stop using whale oil for lamps because we ran out of whales. We found a more efficient
logistics.
Oh yeah. So if there's existing plants, there's one company I'm consulting in the Midwest. It's a old corn ethanol plant, and they found that just the land did not grow corn well. They couldn't replace it, so the corn plant has kind of sat empty, not being used. And there's actually a couple different cases of that where plants are just getting shut down. So fortunately for us, we can actually take that existing infrastructure, whether it be fossil fuel refineries, fossil fuel plasticizers, or even some of the really inefficient things like concrete, plastics, coal, as well as metallurgy and aerospace production. We can actually start creating stuff that isn't so resource dependent. Even though something as simple as a shipping container, it doesn't cost that much, but if you can build it out of hemp plastics as opposed to metal, you're saving that metal for better uses.
Absolutely.
So it's what we've started doing I started working in Colorado, and then I moved out here a couple years ago just because the laws are better for our research. So when we came out here, we started working with designing modular labs that we can then, as states come online, we'll have either one modular lab doing hemp processing or hemp decortication, and then as we get acreage, we can actually design local communities to do that processing that can supplement the already existing local infrastructure.
Yeah.
If we can just find local infrastructure, then it's just a couple pieces of machine that we can add to start running hemp to it, and that's a lot cheaper than having to build a brand new decortication plant.
Oh, absolutely, and but regardless, whether it's 10 million here, whether it's 10 million here, I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. It's reinvesting into this country, and
the returns are just stupid. No matter how
right.
I mean, it's phenomenal to be able to already with something that's.
Oh, you sound like Max Headroom there for a second. And went. Did you? Sorry, I don't know if you are you old enough for Max Headroom?
to start running into it, and that's a lot cheaper than having to build a brand new decortication plant.
Oh, right. Absolutely, and regardless whether it's 10 million here, whether it's 10 million.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that was interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was like a 5-minute echo or something.
Are we live? Are we Memorex? Anyhow, I think everybody's doing a fantastic job getting and spreading the word out there. No matter what state we're in, I think we're all doing good. The mission is coming too. I understand why people are looking to go to Kentucky because actually Comer came up with a better plan than Colorado. Technically, he's running for governor, so that's a big strong point. That's a big strong arm, and Colorado needs their next governor to follow suit and be strong on this. So I hope Samantha Walsh is doing her job there, and I know she's got a big job. I commend her for her efforts, but I don't know, Robert, how long is Hickenloopen in there? And what's the next guy looking at like, Robert? Oh,
I believe he just disappeared. So I believe that would be the next presidential election. Hickenlooper is not well liked just due to the his association with the breweries. Now that does draw a ton of funding for him, but I'm actually more disappointed in the way that the Washington State Liquor Control Board has handled it. That Colorado was really smooth in their process of it.
They have been, but how's Washington handling it? I don't really know.
So it's very similar to the way that they did Colorado's with the Department of Revenue. But with industrial hemp, they have yet to pass a law. So we've been working with a couple different senators and congressmen. So what we're going to actually end up doing is introducing a law in January that will probably get passed by February, March, and that will kind of be a follow-up to, okay, what are we doing in, what's working, what isn't working in Colorado and Washington, and what works well here, or what we see working well in Colorado and Oregon and all in Kentucky, we can actually custom tailor into our laws, and then we're going to have the House and Senate pass the laws next year.
Wow. Totally kicked me out. You there?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I lost you there for a minute. I lost you at where Washington is. You were hanging out with senators or something.
Oh yeah. So the way the industrial hemp bill didn't pass this past year, and that was going to be the one that was going to allow permits.
Okay.
So we have. That's interesting. It looks like you have two things going right now.
Yeah, it does look like that. I see that. Let me see if I can.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
There, I closed it out somehow. I clicked on it. Yep. Okay. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. So, what we're seeing work and not work in Colorado and Kentucky and the other states, we're going to actually custom tailor and write into the laws that we're going to have the senators kind of pass in this next spring, next leg session. Assuming that they don't butcher it, we won't have to write any sort of follow-up law. But right now the Liquor Control Board is kind of butchering the licensing of all the 502 shops just because they've never done it before.
Okay. What do you guys got going with that Metabowls over there? Because I heard that was big news not too long ago, right?
Yeah, so we have about 130 licensed 502 producer processors. I'm working with about 5-6 of them, a couple more potentially, and basically they're all going through what Colorado went through, where they're getting their licenses. With industrial hemp, we're going to have permits for industrial hemp growing. Currently, there is not permits, but you have to do it through a university. Because the 502 as well as the law 4 years ago allowed for industrial hemp through university research.
Yep. Gotcha.
So what we're going to end up doing is I'm working with a couple different universities. And we're going to end up having a couple universities write research papers to import industrial hemp and cultivate them through a 502 producer. Because the 502 producers can do either THC or non-THC. So what I'm thinking is we'll be able, in our genetics tissue culture lab, we'll be able to go through and phenotypically breed either ultra low THC or ultra high THC and broad spectrum phytocannabinoid strains, and then from there we can actually take either industrial hemp and hybridize it with medical strains or without them. So it's one of those things until we can actually get the rules, and what I kind of foresee happening is states like Texas, or there's part of the eastern side of Washington State is fairly conservative.